Howdy all, this is Shane, and I get asked a lot to do a follow-up video about these Behringer powered speakers, or active speakers as they're known. I have a set of the 15s, the 215Ds, as well as a single 212D that you're looking at right now, and the one on the right and both standing up are the 215Ds, which are the ones with the 15s. Now this series of products have been awesome. I've never had to take them back to the shop to get repaired. I don't cover them in a case when I transport them. They've been used for probably 20 or so gigs in a year, and they just get thrown into the back of my car. Well, not thrown, but placed into the back of my car. I take care of them. One of the questions I get asked still to this day is which one sounds better, the 12s or the 15s. If you can afford the 15s, definitely go for the 15s because they just sound that much better. Why? Because you don't have to necessarily EQ them as heavily on the back. Leaving the EQ at 12 o'clock pretty much sounds spot on. For the 212Ds, if you're using these for vocal fallback, you'll need to EQ the bass out of them quite a lot. So you'll be basically turning the bass down. I'm going to show you what I mean. Alright, so this is the back of the 212D, and EQ here for the lows. As you can see, I had it down around 9 or 10 o'clock. The highs are at 12. It's one of those things, depending on the kind of singer you are and how close you get to the mic and what your voice is like and all those factors. Everyone that I've used these with has to turn the bass down. They're just a little bit too boomy. Now, if you're just using these just for music, you're probably going to find you might like the extra lows. If you're in a band, you're definitely going to have to pull that out. The tweet is pretty cool, but I think one thing is these don't feel as balanced in the highs and lows as the 215Ds, and they're not quite as loud either. Now, if you're looking at the back of the speakers, they're essentially the same. They have what looks to be the same components in the back of each. I'm not sure internally if anything's different, but yeah, just visually they look exactly the same on the back. The one thing to make note of is, like I said, the 15s just sound that much better for vocal and music. They're a lot wider sounding, they have a lot more warmth. They're definitely worth a shot. Another question I get asked a lot is, can you use these for kick drum or bass guitar? Now, that's sort of like a mixed question. You're not going to get a whole lot of low end or sub low end out of these. I think they're rolled off at a point where if you want to run a kick drum or a bass guitar through the front of house properly, you're going to need a sub. That's just the way that it is. Behringer do make subwoofers that are a whole lot less expensive than other brands. I haven't used them yet, but I'm looking into them. All I know is that these 215Ds are definitely the go. If I'm going to buy another one of these for a fallback, I'm just going to get another big one because they just sound that much better. The 212Ds, like I said, are fine for music, but if you want them for vocal fallback, you're going to struggle. They could work for a front of house as well. There's no doubt about that. You're just going to have to EQ them up to suit the room and to suit the style of music. Like I said, they are a little bit bass heavy. Yeah, I just keep getting asked about how reliable they've been, and for me, they've been spot on. I've had these speakers now about 1 year and 3 or 4 months or so, give or take. And what can I say? They've just been good. I remember when I first tried them up against my old speakers, I thought to myself, wow, these sound fantastic. And that was the reason I bought them, because I got to A/B them against other brands, and I just felt like these were the ones. Like, they had not only the right price, but they had a really nice sound about them, and that's the most important thing. That and reliability. I mean, I was taking a bit of a gamble when I bought them, because I guess some Behringer stuff can break down, or back in the old days it was less than reliable, but so far so good. I've had no problems with the reliability on either of these speakers, and they've just been fantastic. So that's a little bit of an update. At about 1.5 years, give or take, of use. And yeah, I love it for what I do. I play in a 4-piece band, sometimes 3-piece, and we play blues, and we make a lot of noise, and these have no problems filling any room that I've used them in so far. Not to say they'll work in every situation, but for what they are, they're really quite good. So hopefully that answers a lot of the questions that I get asked a lot. And yeah, thanks for the suggestion on the video. I got asked via Facebook, and I also got asked several questions in the actual last video that I made about these about a year ago. just to do an update. So here it is. Thanks for watching. My name's Shane. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can contact me on Facebook at facebook.com/intheblues or Google+. Or you can leave all your comments and questions below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So thanks for watching. Catch you all soon. Merry Christmas.